first 11 levels where he's happy to go for these early skirmishes, and I think that's going to be the biggest difference maker, especially once he gets level 6. But KOI, as you rightly said, a lot more
Push
scaling.
out here in a HP trade, this feels like a pretty sure thing.
I mean, 2 big double taps there from Sam D right as the dragon spawn meant that they have to back away in that bottom side. Rhilech, again, using this Mundo's power really effectively. And he's off to a great start. Level 6 already, you can see Elyoya. A major
that Navi's guaranteed numbers advantage. And keep your eyes on the minimap and watch Maynter observers also highlighting it for you as well. This rotation down from Maynter to catch the mid wave means that Rise can actually stay mids, and if K'Sante stays top lane to push another wave, then he can just TP back to bot. Now that there was no contest from KOI, he should feel comfortable being able to catch that.
Next wave coming in, Myrwn has TP up in a couple of cycles, but he's not going to be able to use it. Rhilech, as you said, Grub's going to be taken. Now looking for the invade off the back of top prio. This top jungle, I mean, right now making magic happen. Let's see if they can do anything about Myrwn.
Level 11, ult's available now, not quite available for Maynter.
Cleaver into a HP stacker, very nice. Heartsteel 4-3, ulti used by Myrwn just a flash away. Still hit with the cleaver and the hop, gets a double bounce. Elyoya hovering over the side as Rhilech pops the ulti, but still first blood is there. Navi play it cool as a cucumber.
Elyoya was in the area, but to me it looked like the calm had already been. You can't save me, Elyoya, there's no point.
Yeah.
But then Myrwn did all this damage to the Mundo, and then Elyoya was like, oh, wait, actually, I think maybe we could have taken this, but then he was too late. Meanwhile, trading going to favor of KOI in the bottom lane. This Aphelios continuing to get stronger, built himself up a bit of a small lead, but Navi now holding on to a very sizable lead as they secure first tower in the top lane.
That's 1.8.
And MKOI using the invade as a team, as a unit, to make sure they get something back. Crystallize is good, not bad. Poby gets a root though, Rune Prison, another cleaver. Jojo holds on to the egg for now. Navi looking for the chase here, and Supa's on the way for the flank. The Crystallize will once again onto Rhilech. Magical Journey, he won't be able to take it. And instead, Parus has to flash away with a shutdown. Go to Elyoya. Over the wall, Poby still followed up. Comet Spear there, flash away. Realm Warp, Navi have to go, go, go. And out the back door they run. Despite gold still being in Navi's favor, we come back to live and Poby's going to slow onto Elyoya, teleport in, and the fighting begins again. Jojo about to turn into a giant egg as he flashes over the wall. Magical Journey for the follow-up as well. Poby gets the Rune Prison down, but again the wall of Maynter's about to go Megana, but they won't let him. The CC chain from MKOI keeps him in place. Tempered Fate stops and engage, but Elyoya flashes forward as Parus wants the Magical Journey out, but again, they won't let him. MKOI so good at saying no.
A huge polymorph from Alvaro in the middle of that fight onto Maynter. Denies the setup that Navi were playing for, and MKOI can turn it around.
KOI's response to a lot of these skirmishes is clean and clinical. Navi think that they have caught these KOI players out of position, but it is Navi turn their attention back onto Elyoya. I wonder if they'd committed onto Elyoya earlier, if that had actually given them enough time.
Ooh, flying bird, okay. Well, chickens can indeed do it. As caught out as Parus, that mega blast cone.
Where they can match on some of these side lanes. So for MKOI, what started off as a very good game for Navi, they're now starting to pull back in with some creative plays on side lanes.
They're all going to be using mid in the meantime, though, and side lanes be damned. Navi going to run it down mid. 3 members of MKOI stand here to defend. Well, the Onivia is not there, and that's a major wave clear right now. Mid's still standing, though, and Herald can't get the job done. Meanwhile, as mid holds on, side waves in Myrwn. He's just taking it down himself, down to one last plate in this outer turret bot.
The gold is dead even, but I really think this ultimately favors KOI.
Yeah.
This mid tower isn't long for this world.
Supa kites it out. Oh my, I mean, this guy got some dancing slippers on tonight.
The bonus movement speed that Alvaro provides is going to be fully online. This Aphelios is becoming scarier and scarier. Elyoya, though, he fancies a bit of a fight.
Cosmic Binding. Maynter has no Mega Narbar, though, and MKOI say, yeah, we'll take the fight with the Lulu as well. Slowed down with the Make It Rain, and Sam D just wants to set up the bullet time, but Cosmic Binding doesn't connect a second time. Myrwn has an angle, the angle of the gods right now. The flash, the pass maker, again, the no button launches. MKOI get another. Rhilech lose the passive and now goes a little bit crazy. Navi have to retreat. Engage, or rather, stopping the disengage from Navi. And now as Dragon starts again, the condition that Navi wanted to play towards is going out the window. This Dragon's going to be done before anyone gets on in. Tempered Fate from Parus. Not yet. Dragon goes down. MKOI take it. 2 for 2 yet again in the second game.
Navi need to get out though. Look at topside. That's all they're playing for. They just want to keep MKOI here. so they can get Maynter that tower topside. He ends up picking it up.
Yeah,
But how long can they delay?
They get the bird, but is it really enough? Elyoya zones out, so Rhilech can't walk in. 5 members of MKOI hold the line. Maynter's going to get side turret push, so teleport coming through, not interrupted. And Navi like, who else can we stop in the meantime?
But look at the bot side as well. This is where Navi now are playing off of multiple different angles of attack.
But you can't play that and then get caught out. Rhilech gets the bell rung for himself. Magical Journey, and he is out, but he had to flash. A couple of summoners getting burned here. 2v4, Tempered Fate, no, dodged again for the flash. Poby won't let him out as finally the bullet time comes in, but it does nothing. Healed up for the movement speed as MKOI are running for their life. A bone skill to set up and get the slow onto Elyoya. Maynter, though, he's running for his life. He's almost dead. Meanwhile, the Inferno burns him down, but not enough damage yet. If Supa was 5-10 more minutes into the game, that could have been different.
And also, AD carries are working towards that third core item. So this late game team fighting style game that we knew we were heading towards is nearing its approach.
Done. Okay, it is a Mundo, though. Going to take a little bit while. Tempered Fate gets Elyoya mid-swing. But Rhilech is healthy and okay, but that is 2 ultis from Navi right before Dragon spawns.
Exactly, the timing is crucial. Really nice play onto Rhilech, forcing his ult out and forcing him away from this objective means that Navi cannot contest. But can they contest the Baron?
TP coming in immediately. Poby from the other side of the map. Dragon's been halted for the time being. As Baron starts off, this Na's going to do some good on-hit damage, but MKOI are on the chase.
You still need these ultimates to come back up and available. Keep your eyes on Maynter. He'll have to be the main engage tool.
They're going to run away. Myrwn's TP changes everything at 10k, now 9 as Sam D does a cheeky hit and run. MKOI have an angle, though, and Navi's help are dangerous. If they take this path, they can be punished.
Aphelios on mid-wave. That's what MKOI are playing for. Keep them at bay. Barely Mundo gets over the wall there.
Good damage as Poby tries to run down Supa. MKOI run together as a pack. Myrwn is isolated. He's still here. He feels confident, though, but a Mega Narbar is on the way. Myrwn looking for the flip into his team. Flash away is Maynter. He gets out with his summoner over the wall, but Navi weren't nearby. That was a small mistake that could have been costly.
The shield from the TP of Myrwn was so scary to look at. Maynter thought that he'd found an angle, but now the TP back in. Has Maynter found a flank?
Okay, observers are trying to keep up. Yo, shout out to them. This is a hard game.
They're trying so hard to buy time for the ultimates. Now with Navi in position, Maynter is close on the Narbar, but he needs to go soon. Can auto either of these fruits.
The pings are coming down.
There.
Does it, as you said, there's the angle. Navi run back and try to give him some room. Maynter's who you should be watching, looking for the Mega Nar against the wall. He won't find it. He's polymorphed again. Alvaro might have saved the game. Tempered Fate and the ulti from Supa. Mega Nar comes in, but it's too late. Bullet time looks good, but Elyoya is in the way. Poby gets zoned off while the rest of the fight is Supa again in the same damn place. Supa gets not 2, but almost a 3rd. MKOI, like this bot side river, they've adapted to Navi.
Rhilech managed to get the steal in the midst of all of it, though. The Dragon goes to Navi, but MKOI immediately turn over towards the Baron. There just wasn't enough. MKOI's team fighting is too strong.
What a series from Alvaro. That polymorph has been so game-changing. Maynter just has been unable to play. How many times now have we seen this man die simply due to polymorph? While they do lose the Dragon, KOI...
Well.
I will W him. I W him.
It is a Chemtech Soul versus the Baron Onslaught that's going to put gold in the pockets of MKOI.
It's also great to see Alvaro performing like this because so much of the conversation is shifted into guys like Busio for best support in the league. Alvaro has been at the forefront of that discussion for such a long period of time, and seeing him put in performances like this is why he's part of that discussion.
I also think that we've been seeing a lot of range supports from him this year, and range supports for me have always been a big question mark for him, but he has been getting better and better throughout this split. His Nami as well, on equal levels of his Lulu, and you can tell that the practice is really paying off.
Well, the scaling has come into effect. Supa alongside him, who's had great team fight after team fight in both games now. 4 items on this Aphelios. Scaling, I think, is no longer a question, but just a remark of how MKOI have entered this second game at the 30-minute mark now as Inner turret goes down. Even though Rhilech in 2 games in a row, I can't remember the last game if he got an early lead, but Elyoya was definitely more proactive in the early game in game 1. But in the second game, it just feels like he's everywhere. And it's not even him using his ulti. Elyoya is in the right place at the right time every damn time.
I do think that Rhilech had a fantastic early game. It felt like he was...
Navi are not pushing this too hard and fast. They want to take it nice and slow at 6k. MKOI are like, okay, we're going to take the Dragon as Maynter goes into Mega Nar. That's a big takeaway from Myrwn as Poby on the edge of the fight as well.
Maynter's TP into the opposite side. He wants to get in.
One's going now. Tempered Fate is there. Maynter's going to wait. The bullet time. No one ever comes out.
Polymorph again.
Polymorph once more. Mega Nar, but doesn't hit a wall. Parus has to flash out. And again, Look who's doing the business. Running forward is Poby, and the setup from SamD was good as well, but Jojo, as he gets flashed on, he's doing so much from his own damn wall. MKOI somehow still alive as Alvaro lived through it all, and Rhilech as he runs back. Remember, Dragon still stands.
How the hell did KOI turn that fight?
Running back, Rhilech is dead. Polymorph again. Alvaro, how the hell did he survive that fight?
With Supa dying, I
Those
thought
walls
that...
huge in the damage, and May now have just held on to the game for MKOI.
We've already seen it this split, but it wasn't this big flashy game. It was so set up for the teams fighting, and he's doing it again. Here, MKOI on the Dragon, rather Baron with the perfect guns for Supa. Baron's going to go down. Yes, MKOI will move to 3,500, a little bit more than that. But this game is not
But then
done.
you still have
Supa's alone.
safety.
And there we go, Poby coming in the realm walk again. You just can't hit him as they're just taking a free Poby for the time being. Wild Growth comes through, Poby running it back, but he's dead. Supa's played the range, and with Calirum, he's going to play the rest of the fight. Navi walked in, but they need to call the ambulance the opposite way around. We're looking for Elyoya. Where's this guy? Where is this guy? Okay, Elyoya running in. On to Parus. Magical Journey. Parus is out on the back end. Elyoya looking for the chase. Maynter needs a Mega Gnar to contribute to this fight. He runs up, bullet time in the way, but Elyoya puts a shield out. Maynter gets close, Derek's Gage helps out. Myrwn taking on Parus. SamD gets one shot, grabbing him to the ground. Navi, you're not in Kansas anymore. You're not even in Pandora. I don't know where they're going, but down to the lower bracket as MKOI have a date back in their home country. They're going back to Spain.
Systematic destruction as KOI tear Navi apart. That's going to be a clean ace. Jojo has been pushing in topside this whole time. I don't know if they can actually end just yet. This Onivia isn't exactly pushing super fast, but my goodness, KOI, they came to play today. They came to make a statement as they dominate Navi in this series.
What a performance from MKOI. The TP back hit from Jojo. They want to end this right now. It's Poby versus the world.
And the world is going to win. A wall in his way. 5 members of MKOI will stay, and Poby down in the dirt. It is MKOI hosting in Barcelona after all. Why would they not be there at their own party as they slap Navi across the face, move into the top 3, and remind us to look dead in the eyes at our upcoming talent?